All right, everybody, welcome back to another video. And today we got something different in store for you. Calvin and I are gonna go to Tractor Supply Company for the first time today. So we've never been there. And so I'm curious to see what their pet section looks like. And essentially, because we've been to Petco so many times, we're probably gonna do a little bit compare and contrast kind of video for you today. So we'll see you guys when we get there. Right, Calvin? You excited to go to Tractor Supply Company? You have no idea, right? All right, everybody, we are at the Tractor Supply Company. It's our first time here. Calvin has no clue what he's doing. Let's check it out and see what it's like. All right, everybody, we are in. So clearly this is not quite the same as Petco, as they have a lot more products. This is geared towards farmers, outdoor, but they do have a good selection of pet supplies here. So we're just roaming the store right now just to see. Ooh, they got something back here. Let's see what's going on back here. It looks like they got some bird houses and dog houses and other things like that. Okay, so it's a chicken coop. It's not a dog house as I look closely. Cool. Calvin, maybe I should put you in a chicken coop. What do you think? All right, guys. There's already a Christmas tree for sale here. We haven't even hit summer yet. All right, so a lot of stuff for poultry here. Goat food, that's funny. Basically livestock and all that, really cool. Oh, some cool harnesses. Calvin's due for a new harness soon. Maybe we'll get one here, let's see. Let's see what we like. These are pretty big though. All right, we'll have to take a closer look at that and see if there's anything that might fit him. So if we get anything, we'll show you. All right, Calvin? All right, here's the bird section, bird feed, wild birds. There's some other products, it looks like, for dogs and cats and other animals. Pills, supplements. Oh, actually, Calvin is, I'm running out of shampoo for him. I think I'm gonna get some here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, I'll tell you what I get. I gotta take a little bit look. We usually get Burt's Bees, but I'm just okay with it. It's not really my favorite. So we'll see if we get anything. Oh, look at that cute Frenchie. Calvin, what kind of shampoo do you want? You don't know? All right. All right, I think we're gonna go with this 4-in-1 shampoo concentrate from Wall. Cleans, conditions, detangles, and moisturizes. You don't really need a detangler, but what I love best about this is the calming formula, and that you can use. They've got some lavender chamomile in there. So let's see if that helps calm you down when you get a little bit crazy. And only $10, good price. All right, that's going into the basket. Okay, we got the pet section, toy section here, the dog toy section. Looks pretty similar to Petco. Prices look pretty similar as well. I don't notice any difference. All right, so I think these are the collars and harnesses meant for dogs and cats. Maybe dogs. That's cool. Check out the John Deere collar. It's pretty cool. We don't really have much John Deere stuff, so we won't get it, but I still think it looks pretty cool. All right, cool options to pick from. All right, Calvin. We'll see if we get you a new harness as part of this trip. And here are the harness selections. Looks pretty good. Prices, pretty reasonable. Again, I don't see much difference from Petco when it comes to pricing, at least not yet. But selection is pretty similar. Obviously, I think Petco has a little bit more, given that they specialize in that, but not a bad selection, better than I thought. All right, so as you guys know, I get Calvin Old Mother Hubbard treats all the time. And I will say, the pricing here at Tractor Supply is definitely better. So at Petco, I think I pay about $8.99 if it's not on sale. And this is about $2 cheaper, so I can't pass this up. I'm gonna get Calvin a peanut ear, which he likes. and we're gonna get him some OG. Now I will say, unless they have other selections somewhere else, they don't really have much to choose from. But Calvin likes both of those flavors and it's cheaper, so I'm getting it. Okay, so they do carry Calvin's food here, the Merrick, but I only see grain-free option, which I don't get for him. And that, I'm not gonna take this out, but I think that's only a 25-pound bag, 22-pound bag, and that's 73 bucks. So I'm trying to figure out if that's a good deal, and I really don't think it is compared to what you might pay at Petco. So I don't see any savings here with that, but like I said, they don't really have many options, and it seems to be only grain-free. And we don't give you grain-free because they say it's not good for your heart, right? Hey, maybe one day this will be you on a food bag. What do you think? You gotta keep working at it. All right, decent selection of dog beds here. I haven't been in the market for this in quite a while, so I can't really remember how much they cost at Petco, but I think these look pretty reasonably priced. I want to say Petco somewhere in the same ballpark. We'll have to check the next time we go, but these prices aren't exactly knocking me off my feet, as they say. Right, Calvin? Pretty affordable? What do you think? All right, so I'm trying to see if I can find a good rawhide free treat, and they do have some rawhide free treats here. I just don't know anything about these brands. I do notice that they don't carry Good Lovin' here, which Calvin loves, or at least I haven't seen it. But let's see what these rolled sticks look like. 15 pounds for 11 bucks. Beef flavored, no artificial flavors or colors, easily digestible chew, helps reduce plaque and tartar. All right, you know what, Cal? We're gonna try this. You wanna try that? All right, we'll try these. And we'll let you know if he likes it. All right, let's go check out the garden center. So if I were to describe this store, this is sort of like a hardware store meets Home Depot meets a pet store, which is pretty cool. All right, this is sort of an underwhelming garden center, but you know what? They at least have one. Petco does not, right? All right, Calvin, should I get you a toy from here? I kind of feel like there isn't that great of a selection. And honestly, there's nothing here that I know you wouldn't destroy in about 2 seconds. And so I think we're gonna pass on a toy today. What do you think? Are you okay with that, honey, if we pass on a toy? Are you fine, Calvin? Are you okay if we pass on a toy? All right, okay, so I'd say this is probably the coolest thing about this place is the fact that they have a pet washing station. Now we give Calvin a shower at home. Thankfully, he's easy to do that. But it's really nice that you have a spot where you could take your pet and give them a bath without having a mess in your house. And so this is something that Petco doesn't have, but they of course have a grooming station where you can pay to have that done with a professional groomer. So really cool. I'd give an extra point to Tractor Supply on that one. And it's only $9.99. You can't beat that price. And that's cool. They hold pet vet clinics here, which is nice. They do that at Petco as well. So cool that you can come here and take your dog for health visits, vaccines, microchips, testing, deworming, and all that. You don't need that. Okay, so pretty cool. They have a little clothing section. Definitely catered towards your farmers, your outdoorsy people, country, but I love it. Cool boots, cool shoes, cool jeans. Some really good brands too, like Carhartt. Definitely heard of Liberty, Columbia, Wrangler, as you guys know, Justin Boots. I've heard of all these brands, Wolverine, Boss, which you can't see the sign over there. So really, really cool. You don't have that at Petco. Right, Calvin? All right, so I think we got everything we need. We decided not to get a harness here. There just wasn't really a lot of selection, but we'll go pay for the stuff and then we're gonna wrap up this video and I'll give you sort of my opinion on how I felt about Tractor Supply Company in comparison to Petco, where you guys know we shop all the time. Calvin, did you like Tractor Supply Company? I think you liked it. All right, everybody, that's gonna wrap up the video. Our first time ever at Tractor Supply Company. We picked up a few things. I think Calvin liked roaming around the store. So we got a couple of treats. and some shampoo that he needed, and altogether with tax it cost us 37 bucks. And so if I were to compare this to Petco, I would obviously say that you know, if you're looking for a full-fledged pet store, Petco is the place to be. But we were pleasantly surprised by what we saw in there. Tractor Supply clearly has more pet supplies for your wild farm-based animals than Petco, but as far as for domesticated animals, supply is limited, but pricing was pretty competitive with Petco. In fact, his Old Mother Hubbard treats were a little bit cheaper here. They did not carry his Good Lovin' brand, which he absolutely loves. But I do think we would come back. We did get a card, rewards card, and so I can see ourselves coming back here again to do some shopping. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you guys in a new video. Take care, everybody.